I'm David with Designed in the Wild. If you are serious about becoming a designer, you can't just understand the software. At some point, your work has to leave your screen. It'll get printed, it will get produced, it's going to be handled by people that weren't in the room when you came up with the idea. So if you don't understand that part of the process, you're missing half the job. So today we're taking a field trip with my advanced and honors graphic design students, also known as the Design Rescue Studio. We're going to the Inland Group printers because most design students get to create the work, but very few ever have a chance to actually go and see how it's manufactured. This is about understanding the full life cycle of a design, from digital file to physical product. So let's go check out the print shop.
So this machine will print a sheet that's as big as this right here. So 20 by 29. The other machines over there will print half that size. So any questions?
What does it cost?
What does it cost? Okay. What do you think?
Let's say probably 50 grand.
Okay. I need some other people to pipe in. He said 50.
Maybe 100.
Okay.
I'll go middle and go 75.
All right. Let's go higher. Let's go higher.
500.
Let's add another zero.
Oh,
5 million.
A million.
a million.
1.2 to
1.2 million.
Wow. Oh my God.
1.2 million.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where the machine's over here, okay, so let's step around. Let's go this way. So right now we're just printing this particular job. It's an activities guide for Disney. That'll be for the different hotels we do every week. Only if you're staying at the hotel would you see it. And again, it comes off the press, both sides completely. So the type of paper I can run through here can be thin like this and all the way up to really thin. You recognize this. So whenever you see those, they're always in the glass case as you walk up to the cash register. So that's us. So now you say, I know where it came from. And we're doing an switch swap anyway.
So we print 6 different colors. So CMYK, we have white, and we use our 6 station for a primer. So we put down a clear primer for uncoated paper, and put the primer down first, and put the color on top so it sits more on top of the sheet, doesn't soak in as much. And it also creates more of a buffer for scratching, so it doesn't scratch off as easily.
Substrate path.
This machine prints 4 colors, PVC, so again, it's stuff we do like for Disney. A lot of this is kind of signage. So if you're in the park on Main Street, those people come up and take pictures. These are the photo pop frames. So we print all the photo pop frames for all of Disney. Some get handles, some don't.
That piece you just touch came off that machine.
And this machine is basically a set and forget it. Like, we can do a 164-foot long banner, push a button, go home, and next morning it'll be round up and roll, ready to go. She can print gloss or matte finish. Or we can interchange it. I don't know what those samples are. We can basically put down, it's how we cure the ink.
Yeah.
So right now it's printing in a matte mode. So the heads are kind of staggered a little bit. But when it goes gloss, you'll see the two heads together going a lot faster because pinning the ink like right away. Where in a matte ink, you basically put the ink down, the ink will kind of, instead of being a big bubble, it'll settle a little bit and then it'll cure it so it gives more of a matte finish.
Right.
Now if we let it bubble, if we basically put the ink down and have more of a bubble to it around her, that's going to give it a gloss look. So we can control matte gloss or a mixture of matte and gloss on this machine.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's the UV light is curing it as it goes by. That's awesome.
So
Okay.
this head is the ink,
Yeah.
and this head is the lamp.
Got it.
How to basically cut rigid material like PVC, acrylic, and all that. This is cutting more our posters, our stickers, banners, and all that. So for the bus. So we're cutting credentials like these things here. We're cutting for shapes and sizes. It's basically a digital die cutter. The different projects we work on. It's like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make that?
So I'm going to let you come up and see here. So step up here, step up on this, up and see. You get across here. Just spread out all the way across. You'll see the ink units. So, is ink liquidy like a fluid, or is it thick like a putty?
Like,
Thick? Like really thick? Really thick? Syrup. Okay. That's probably more accurate. So that's how, and now if you want an additional color, has everybody heard of? So this is what makes it so expensive. Where in digital, I don't have to make the plate because it all transfers digitally, and it's every rotation is different. But I have to make 4 plates. So that's like $600 right there. Then I got to set this machine up in 1 hour. That's another $400. Then I got paper, so it adds up to $1,000, $1,200 just to get a job ready. So what happens here is, wherever there's, and we'll show a plate, wherever there's an image. So wait, is there anything to see in that? Boy, it's really hard to see. Faintly see an image on there. What happens is once the water touches it, it exposes the plate and finishes the process. And so wherever it's gray, it's like, think about the pores of your skin, it's where water would sit. And now ink won't attach to it. And wherever we have the paint, there's that coating of the plate that stays on it. Think of it like this color here, it stays on it, and that's where there's no water and the ink will stick to it. Then as it goes through, the sheet goes through, it goes through every unit, and one color goes on, the next color, and it adds it on until you have a finished product. Remember, if I'm printing 10,000 or 20 or 100,000 pieces down the first and the last, I think the same as well. Cutting the paper right now, so you might see cases when I went through the press, that's a common place where it's square to. So you put it in the machine and start cutting away from the square. So here is our piece that we got printed and cut down. Okay, it's ready to go. Now we're going to fold it down to the final size. So go ahead, Maestro. Yeah, before and after. Probably something to do that. Before and after, watch, this is how it folds. So this is a stitcher. It's putting the book together. So we have multiple pages inside that he's got, and then it comes out finished. like this.
So we have a UV, spot UV here. So this one's got UV foil, or I'm sorry, UV rays on here. This one has raised UV with foil. So you got some foil here, little different elements here. So we're taking this basic poster and then embellishing it. Backstreet Boys. You guys are Backstreet Boys, it's one of my favorite bands. But good. So just a spot UV and then a UV with foil. So we can take embellishment and really just add some fun, cool textures and stuff. So this has got foil like on the clothes and all that. So you can do some pretty fun stuff. Embellishments and tactile. So again, you can feel it. In this book, it's kind of the machine that comes off of. Go ahead. Yeah. Feel it. You can. Yeah. So this you can feel it. So it's tactile. So yeah. So in that book, there's basically a 4-color print, and then next to it has the embellishment on that print. But inside doesn't have that spot UV because it's just too expensive.
If you want to be taken seriously as a designer, you have to understand what happens after you export your files. Because every choice that you make, the color mode, the margins, the bleed, the paper, and even the layout all affects what happens at the print shop. Production is not separate from design. It is the second half of it, and the more that you understand it, the better your work can become before it ever hits the press.